Hello, this is Philip Latchford from the Daily Moonraker, and these are 10 things you didn't know about the Moonraker title sequence. The scene of Jaws falling into the trapeze net is actually a reworking of a scene that they filmed for the movie, which has Jaws landing in the circus tent and emerging, but they decided not to use it. That's stuntman George Leach playing the clown. He's also Vic Armstrong's father-in-law. And he also appears in For Your Eyes Only, the real one. Here we see Roger Moore as James Bond 007. The image of 007 here is the second time they've used Roger Moore's likeness in the title sequence. And this particular shot was one that was for the pre-title sequence where Bond parachutes down. They reworked it into the titles. It's also an example of how the story has continued into the title sequence, which has previously been seen in Dr. No, where you got the three blind mice, and later on, more famously, in Die Another Day. During the title sequence, we see quite a lot of women, which seems to foreshadow when Bond enters the pyramid and is greeted by the Drax beauties. The eyes you see here are those of model Debbie Moore. Now, Debbie Moore went on to be more famous by starting the Pineapple Dance Studios. She actually got an OBE for her work. One of the trampolining women you see in this scene is actually Caroline Cheshire. Now, Caroline Cheshire is a dancer who'd been in previous title sequences. She's actually one of the women in The Man with the Golden Gun. But she went on to become one of Britain's first female bodybuilders. And she also appeared in a Robert Palmer video. You'll notice during the title sequence there are actually 007 circles that appear in the middle of the screen. Now, I like to think these are foreshadowing the deadly globes that Drax unleashes or plans to unleash on planet Earth, destroying all of humanity. You can't have a Roger Moore title sequence without thinking about Alan Partridge, open the nipple. And that little bit is actually the part where we see the name Maurice Binder, the legendary Maurice Binder. Now, his circle is the only one that actually moves across the screen, you might notice. And also, it's the only model which we don't see in silhouette. Maurice Binder was very fond of the naked female form, and one of the models that he uses for the title sequence is Vicky Scott, who appeared in The Adventures of a Plumber's Mate. All the women in the Zero G movement seems to foreshadow one of the other deleted scenes in the film, which is the sex chamber on the space station, the Zero G sex chamber. And that's it from the 10 things you didn't know about the Moonraker title sequence. Don't forget to follow the B11 timeline and just like the Moonraker. Why not?